Welcome to the AR-15 podcast. This show is for you if you just bought your first rifle or you've been building them for years. There's something we can all do to take our black rifles to the next level. My name is Nick Dooley. I am joined tonight by the director of propaganda, Joe.
Howdy, everybody.
And he's back again, consistently. Garth!
At this point, I guess we could, we better keep saying it because then for like the next 3 weeks, I'm gone, so.
And there he was.
And there I was. So this is the last time you get to see me for a while, I guess. I know everyone's super excited about that.
Yes, indeed. So, guys, what have we been up to this week or the past week and a half? I know we didn't really get into any like gun stuff that ones have been doing when we last week, but
I haven't been doing a lot of gun stuff. I've been trying to get my gun wall situated behind me and clean up my gun room still, although I keep finding projects to do instead of that. So it's a 6-month process on this whole thing. No, I've been more concerned about the rodeo in Rapid City coming up here in 2 weeks. So that's got all my time right now. So I don't really have any fun gun stuff to share this week. I'm sorry.
Joe, how about you?
I got my module for my Ace VR, or the Ace VR module for my Meta last Monday, and I've put just shy of 20,000 rounds into it in just over a week, and that's without shooting Friday or Saturday, I think it was last week. So I am really enjoying that. I actually moved my vehicle out of the garage at lunch today so that I could do some of the moving stages, and that was a blast. The realness of it, like even looking at the stage and then walking to see where is that target visible, like, oh wow, I have to be right here. There it is. Once I got over the fear of not being able to see the walls around me, I could definitely feel comfortable and even see a difference in some of the hit factor and the times on those stages where I was moving left to right and forward. They're not big movement stages, but enough that you have to make them transitions and leans and in and out, pulling the gun back to get around a wall and then come back out, stuff like that. So I am really enjoying that. Hopefully I will be able to see a difference come spring when I get outside again in some of them times. It was never really about how fast I could pull the trigger or line up the sights. It was more on getting that movement in. And yeah, as it warms up a little bit more, I don't know this weekend, it might get cold again. So I don't know how much I'll do in the garage because it's not heated, but looking forward to doing that some more. As a competitive person, I said it in the group chat earlier today, with the leaderboard, especially amongst friends, I'm horrible about pushing myself to the limit. And that's, you shoot some of them stages a couple times and you'll be like, all right, then you just start trying to go faster and faster, and you're just pushing yourself to those limits, and I think it's going to pay big dividends.
Yeah, I know that on a couple of the stages was looking at, just kind of amongst some of our friends, you and I were both, doing hit factors well over 5. And it's like,
dude, 5 is nothing. It's trying to get to like 7 or 8. And
but that's what I mean is we both have a lot of very high hit factor stages.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I like Ace's
scoring metric.
Basic, like right now for me, acceptable is gold, and then pushing up, and especially if somebody's ahead of me on the leaderboard, is to see how far or how high I can get. And then it's even if nobody shot it, then it's looking over at the actual leaderboard, like the worldwide leaderboard, and seeing where I sit. Trying to push into that top 500, top 300.
So I was listening to the commie deep state radio that is AK-47. But they were talking about it, and they had a stage or a new range released on there that I hadn't played with yet on ACR.
The dark one?
Shooting in the dark.
I played that one a little bit yesterday. I wish they would give you I wish you could have a different set of scores for that one, because it's a whole different world.
And you actually shoot the whole stage.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was just like, you can do this, but no. So I was still getting a lot of like golds and stuff like that, shooting some of those in the dark. But
yeah, because all you have is light. And yeah, I shot a few stages on that one yesterday. That was interesting. Or go to one of the all steel stages and go to the blizzard, and you can't find half the steel because it's white
on white.
Yeah.
No, I've been playing with talking with you and everybody else. I've been diving more into the Ace VR just because it's good to keep those things up, right? But been working with that. I've been getting ready for some other stuff, and for a little bit of travel and those types of things. And I actually did do something fun in the past week or so. So I took one of my old plastic hand-guarded guns, and it has a brand new Midwest Industries what in the sorry, I might have to go check something out quick, but it has I'll be right back.
Okay, so Nick put a new handguard on his rifle. I think that's the words he was trying to spit out.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that's what he was getting at. Yeah, he's getting ready to head to SHOT Show. Garth and I aren't going, but take the gun. Yeah, I don't know what he was going to check out unarmed, so couldn't have been anything bad.
No, as fun as SHOT Show would have been, Joe, we just had a lot going on in life right now. There'll be next year. There's also things coming up like goals in Des Moines where it's a lot closer for home for us. So I think these guys who, like to hang out in the chat all the time should, maybe check out Des Moines on August 1st and 2nd and hang out with hopefully at least 2/3 of the AR-15 crew.
Yeah, I think we will be there for that one. I don't think any of us are going to make it to GunCon in somewhere Ohio.
Yeah,
I don't even remember what town. Niels,
something along those lines. It's basically Pennsylvania, so
yeah,
not worth it at all for us. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Garth was just saying how excited he was to not go to GunCon because it's not in a state that touches South Dakota.
Hey, I like traveling.
Dude, I'm not thrilled about wherever that place is either, but
not either. But I see in the chat everyone says take the gun. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, that was a
Des Moines is
goals.
Gunners
of America.
Yep.
GOA is having their goals convention there. The joys of children. Car alarms started going off because someone forgot their headphones in it, and then hit the panic button on the car, unlocking it, and then closed it.
Which gun did you grab?
What?
Which gun did you grab to go outside and investigate?
The one on me.
Okay, fair.
Because I carry in the house.
Well, I know you do, but I just figured you might take something a little bigger.
No.
Okay.
Anyways, I was saying, sorry for that distraction, but I put this two-piece Midwest rail on, so full length on top, but it is. Here, let me pop the sling off the side. You can see for anyone watching that it is extended to go up and still have slots by that front sight post. So, running and then of course I have to run a flashlight extension as well to put it out there as far as I can. But really, really happy with this. Lockup is ultra solid, and really happy with that handguard upgrade. Anybody who was looking to upgrade a two-piece handguard.
Does having that light that close to the suppressor, if you get it hot, is it?
No. So I've had that light mounted to several other things, and Dusky says, "Do I need that with my old MOE handguard AR?" Yes, you do. Get that Midwest Industry drop-in two-piece, and it works amazingly well. With that going forward, it doesn't get hot enough on the light to cause an issue. What I have found isn't actually the heat from the can causes issues with those. It is anywhere the gas releases. So I generally have found more issue close to gas blocks.
Okay.
And stuff like that. Sticking it out far like that, if I didn't have the can on it, it would probably be a problem because of the blast break on that.
Yep.
But I'll be honest, the reason it still has the extension on it is because I can't find the original pieces to that, so it can only have the far out mount. And I wasn't going to take one of my other lights apart to make it work.
That's fair.
All right, so I watched what here says, so that handguard is split and works with Delta rings. It does not work with the Delta ring, but you do not need to take the barrel off. And what it is split and it screws together, and it is made to go on a standard nut. It gives you instructions, and it says to use a Dremel or tin snips to cut the Delta ring. And I have Dremel, so IR gunsmith. And
yeah.
I just went, okay, snip, and popped it off, and then put that on, and it works well. GatLab is asking which can is that, and that is an OG Yankee Hill Turbo, one of my go-tos. I have link in chat to the handguard. Is that what you guys are asking for? Give me just a second, and I will get that up there. But I am happy with it. The Turbo is one of my favorite 223 cans. They're just it's a tank. And they're a little heavy, but they're also a solid. All right, so I'm going to dump this in. This is for the two-piece M-Lock handguard, and you guys can find your handguards back from there. For everyone else, I will put it in the standard.
That's the drop-in, if you're looking for it.
Yes. Here I will.
Or free float is what I was looking for, the word, I think. So is it a drop-in or is it the free float if you're searching it on their website?
So this is a two-piece free float,
Okay.
and installs on the GI barrel nut and monolithic continuous top rail. So as it goes out, this is exactly what it is. It's two-piece free float M-Lock handguard, and it bolts into itself. And I have mine on a carbine. They have it for carbine and mid-length. For this, if you want the extended version, they do have if you want to go back to the OG quad rails, they have those as well that are 2-piece free floated that you can put in and run with that. So it is great to run. I've been thoroughly enjoying that. And and Dusky says it's a tank and it sounds good. I say tank because it is like nigh on indestructible. Like it's full auto rated. And I like it enough that I bought one of the T2s. And Garth, I think you have a turbo as well.
2 or 3 of them, yeah.
It's kind of my go-to 223 can. The price is right, performance is great. Yeah. It is a steel can, so it's a little on the heavier side, but that's not exactly a bad thing.
It's not noticeable though. It's not like a paperweight, like heavy. It's got some weight to it, but not like, oh my God, this thing is so front heavy I can't lift it.
Yeah. And I'm a fan of it. And then has 2 different, handful of different mounting solutions, and is just a solid setup. So you do need to cut the shell on the front side base. I watched what? But anyways, that is enough. Midwest handguards. We can talk more about that. I'd be thrilled to talk about that all night if guys wanted to. But I have been having a great time with that. And so GatLab here from YouTube says he's been on the fence for a Gemtech Trek and may have to look at a turbo instead. So the Trek, if I remember right, is a direct thread, and the turbo is a QD. It uses the Yankee Hill Phantom system, and it is super solid. And I have used the Trek. They're not bad. They're a solid can. It come down to if you want that QD availability, and either one of them is good. And yes, Dr. Scary Guy says the super lightweight ones that have to cool down between too many shots. Yes, that one is more of a duty rated can. And there we go. That'll work. Anyway, guys, I know that right around the corner, actually Monday morning, while many of you lovely audio listeners are here listening to the dulcet sounds of my voice as you're on your way to work, I will be in what do they call it? Fabulous Las Vegas. Hitting up the National Plague event known as SHOT Show.
Do they still do? Are they AVN still during SHOT Show?
At the tail end of them, I believe. So.
Is it still?
Yeah, so there's probably a little bit of crossover, but that's not really my bailiwick. So
the booth girls just go to their nominations when they're done.
Well, booth babes are kind of a thing of the past.
I haven't seen, like, the last time I was there, I didn't see many of it. Yeah, they were very scarce.
Like, you'll see a couple places that are hiring booth babes, but more often than not, they have sorry, reading the chat as we go through here. When they go through, it's if you aren't able to talk specs with everybody, they don't want to talk to you. And I am personally excited to run into Gideon Optics down there because he is telling us AVN is at the Virgin Hotel Casino. Starts at the end of the week, I think Thursday. Not that he knows.
Not that he would be on the guest list or for anything like that.
Well, actually, Bob and I have plans either
That's
Wednesday.
Probably why we don't have the Mediator XL, because he keeps going to the damn AVNs.
If you'll recall, he did drop that it will be shipping next week.
A week from tomorrow? Well, will they be shipping? Because he says he's not selling them.
No,
he doesn't list them until they go on or until they have them to ship.
Yep. So next week he will have them and be shipping them.
So if I place it Tuesday morning, I have the first one out the.
But Bob, I'm holding you to. We're going to hit up Fremont Street, and we will go down and put quarters into the old horse racing machine at the D.
Get some pizza rock too.
Is that?
Get some pizza rock as well.
Oh yeah, probably have to.
Yeah, it's worth it.
So, but yes, guys, we'll have the dulcet tones of my voice. I see that in the comment section here is saying that we should interview Banana Ballistics because they're not sure if the two voices could or just two voices that match bodies they come from or don't match the bodies they come from. And Joe's already banned, automatically rejects his order. Says Bob. But no, guys, every year there's always a theme, it seems like, that breaks out at SHOT. A couple years ago, it was like, oh, look at this new and improved lever action, of which one has hit the market.
One. And I can't.
That was actually going to be my my prediction, that there's going to be a whole bunch of shit that we're never going to see.
Well,
That seems to be...
there was one of the lever actions that hit the market, and Garth is still very salty about that.
I'm not salty. They're dead to me. I don't know who's. I don't know. Never heard of that company. No.
But no, and then in other years, it was a couple years ago. It was like everyone suddenly dropped 4570. It was like that was the year of it, and then 5.7 was the darling round of everyone. And this year, I think Dusky already hit it on the head. Suppressors. Because everyone is rolling out cans. And has those things coming out. And I do believe that we'll be seeing more and more and more of them as we go through. One thing I was shocked to see is FN bringing back the Scar after they killed it.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that yet.
We got a press release about it.
Is that the Twinkie theory of marketing? Tell everybody it's gone, bring it back.
Yeah. So let me go here to the Pew Report. And
if you're not a part of if you don't follow the Pew Report, you should. A lot of good information out there.
Yeah, like they have
Pew.report.
Yeah, Pew.report.
FN Scar 17S coming soon for $4,000.
Yeah, they have
It should say coming again.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was released today. And the next generation of the FN Scar, the legend reborn.
They didn't even give it enough time to die.
And but yeah, the 16S, the 17S, and the 20S. But all of these are coming back, and they have, I don't know, something changed. I'm sure I will look at them and tell everyone what it is. But yes, I watched what says this is the new Coke version of marketing. Yeah, the hydraulic buffer and bolt is backwards compatible, so that's nice. So last year we saw a rise of roller delayed PCCs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like
that's the only way you should be making a PCC, in my opinion, at this point.
Well, I will give some merit to the radial delay. But CMMG is the only one making that, and you have to have the bolt match to your barrel extension for the radial delay to work, right? And then that bolt only works with certain lengths because of dwell time and et cetera, et cetera. Nerd stuff that only I care about.
If you're making a PCC, just make it. No, I'm fucking blanking.
Roller delayed.
I couldn't come up with roller. Just make it roller delayed. There's no point. They're far superior to your standard. Just do it.
Yeah, I watched what says I love my Maxim roller buffer for my 9mm PCC. I have heard rumors and whisperings in the wind. Companies are dropping hydraulic buffers to go with roller delayed things.
Explain to me, so hydraulic, meaning liquid, how that works.
So the same way that a Kinshot hydraulic buffer works in a AR-15 or a shotgun. So you essentially have to think of it like a short stroke hydraulic cylinder. Since you can't compress a liquid, you have a little bit of that built up. And instead of using extra weight and stuff like that, you'll have as the weight comes back and hits, it will compress the piston in and it will slow everything down, but you won't get the recoil because it has to travel through that hydraulic phase. But it allows you to have a shorter stroke because you can't compress a liquid and it pushes it back forward.
I only asked because I wanted to see Garth get up and walk away while you nerded out.
No, it's fine. I've learned to tune it out.
No, that's a good explanation because I'm sure there's a lot of people probably thinking, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's almost like a mini hydraulic cylinder like you'd have on a loader or a car or front end that absorbs that impact. So when it comes back and it hits the end of the travel, it doesn't just have that hard, the end of travel where it goes, smack in, and then the spring starts pushing it forward. It kind of makes it slow down on that. And it works a lot better. It makes things shoot a lot smoother. There's less perceived recoil because it will still have the exact same amount of recoil transmitted from the round through the bolt and into the recoil system, but it will mitigate and have less perceived recoil to your shoulder.
Seems like overhandling.
What?
Seems like overhandling.
Overhandling?
Yeah, Swirly Dan reference.
Okay. Anyway.
To answer the GAT Lab, no, I have not had a chance to play with that one yet.
GAT Lab's question was, have you tried the Mean Arms roller delayed upper? And, those things happen because
it doesn't surprise me with him, though. Most of us grew out of that after high school.
Well,
no, when we, but all right, back to the things I think we're going to be seeing. We will see a ton of cans. Every manufacturer is going to start making a can. I personally am really curious if Glock will have their AR there because I don't know if you guys caught it this week.
Yes, I did. I don't know how we didn't lead with that. Because it's fabled Glock. And forever teased Glock AR-15.
It exists.
Too bad they're a year behind High Point. So fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
well, they 10 years ago when I was at SHOT Show and they came out with the the Yeet cannon, the High Point 2.0. I walked over and looked at it and they said, yeah, everything here has this and it's the threaded barrel. Every single one of them's a threaded barrel and optics ready. And I went, wow, you guys are already more advanced than Glock.
Yeah.
It's almost like I don't, but no, those will be going through there and you'll be seeing a lot of stuff like that. I really wonder if they're going to have one here. I know that right now it is not for any civilian market. It's only for military and law enforcement in Europe, which makes me wonder.
They can keep it.
What makes me wonder if they will produce it over here. Because just in looking at pictures of it, it's an AR. It's going to do AR things.
Yeah.
Like one of the most basic things that an AR needs.
Is it full polymer? Is it full polymer like all their other guns, or did they?
No, it's a metal receiver.
They did.
Yep. So it's a metal receiver, goes through does all the standard things, takes standard AR furniture like VZ grips and the unique features of VZ grips that are machined from a solid block of G10. And G10 is great because it's durable and doesn't get slippery when covered with mud, blood, or sweat. The 17-degree grip angle and wide variety of textures from mild to extreme, as well as color options and shorty versions are also available. 1911 grips with extreme customizability. Standard swim palm cells, thumb notches, safety cuts, bottom profiles, and more. More than 25 textures and 27 colors are available. There's one coupon code that is good for 15% off all handgun and rifle grips, and that code is AR-15 POD 15.
He screwed up the read. That means you guys got to finish your drinks.
Yeah, that's a whole drink.
Yeah.
That's like, what is it, robbed the liquor store?
No, so who was it? Said, do you think the prices will go down on I wonder if the companies are looking at that as being like, dude, we can charge more because they no longer have to pay you the tax stamp.
This is a personal opinion of mine. What I think is going to happen is you're going to see an influx right away of expensive ones and then a ton of cheap ones. And then everything's going to kind of plane out, if that makes sense. Like, there will be 3 tiers of cans as provided or for the short term, because that is up until the other side gets in charge again. Mm-hmm. And they're already talking about adjusting prices of stamps to was it $5,000 per item?
I've heard that rumor though too.
But they have to get it through the Senate Appropriation Committee and all that stuff. And,
but if we get rid of the NFA before then,
yeah, well, that's kind of what I hope. And yeah, I watched what is commenting here in the Rumble chat. Did you see that he is introducing an amendment to bring the tax back at 4709? And no, that's guys. If you're thinking about it, go buy one. If you have them and want to move them from you individually into a trust, now is the time to do that as well. And, because you can do that from the comfort of your own safe. But no, that is definitely a issue I think we'll see come up. And it's something that a lot of us screamed about into the ether when we said that's going to happen. Yeah, if only there was somebody nearby that was connected to an organization that fought against silly gun laws.
It's fair.
Yeah. But no, I think that's going to be a thing. I know one product I am excited to check out is I want to look at the new Mossberg 990. So the Mossberg 990 shotgun is a bufferless shotgun setup, meaning that it's going to run similar to like a 1301. So you can put all the cool tactical stocks and everything like that. Everything goes on up underneath the handguard for the recoil system.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And have a lot of options. And I will say I do think it's interesting that they are offering it in 18-inch and a 14.5-inch SBS.
Yeah, I'm digging that. Like, a lot.
Okay, we went back here and I missed something a while ago. Brewski was talking about Brewski asks a good question is, how do you tell a can if any's good without trying it? I've been wanting to try and get one, but I have no idea what to look for. Now, that is actually an excellent question. There's a handful of ways to do that. One, you can get on Facebook or the internet and read what forums and Facebook groups are telling you. And then you're going to go spend a ton of money on something that you may or may not be happy with. I'm looking at you, Surefire 3. But the other thing is, you can look at some reviews and things of that nature. cans are one of those things where I'm going to say a lot of it comes down to your use case. So I have some very hard use cans that, like I said earlier, I mentioned full auto rating and stuff like that, because I know that I am hard on equipment. Like, that is something that I very much so know. But so I tend to buy things that are more durable. But if you're looking at mainly having something for hunting, like, then you don't care as much about longevity and durability, because you want something that is going to be light and easy to maneuver and, play with that. So looking at those, and then, honestly looking at some reviews and reading reviews and listening to people, there's shills out there. Yankee Hill has never given me 1 cent of free product, and I have given them a lot of money. My first can was $1,700. I bought a Gemtech quick stand titanium, thinking, yep, this is what I need. I'll put this one quick attach mount on and I can run it across everything. And then from there, I got a direct thread stainless steel 300 Weatherby rated can. And my next one was an aluminum 22 can. I kind of have done the whole thing back and forth. If you're trying to find out if a can is any good, I would say start looking at how much you are willing to spend, not how much you want to spend, but how much you're willing to, and then start looking around that price point. So if you're looking at an entry level or a good can or something with longevity, I'm going to tell you to look at, like, Bowers Group's cans are nice. Tone is a big thing. And, I have Yankee Hills, I have Gemtex, I have, Next Level Armament. I even have some from a little company called Rebel that's not around anymore.
Nope, they're gone.
And I've shot AAC cans. I've shot Huxworks cans. I've shot SOCOMs. I've shot a lot of these. And there's a plus and minus with weight and performance. But if you want to just look and kind of figure out your use case, are you planning on doing a bunch of mag dumps and being tactical and having hard use? Or do you not care about it being full auto capable? So figure out your use case, figure out your budget, and then look for stuff in stock in that range. And I would look at a couple known brands, and then before I started looking at some of the offshoots.
There's one more question I think you need to answer. Where'd it go?
Okay.
So what does it look like? What do they have to do if they have their suppressors and want to put it on a trust? This is assuming you already have your trust wrote, correct? Yeah. First, you have to have a trust, right?
So what's the process look like? So one you already own. If you have your trust already written, you can log into ATFE forms and put, transfer from an individual to a trust. And they've changed how eForms looks when you log in or when you start with a Form 4. And that is a Form 4, which in the past was a taxable transfer. So you would put that in, and then you would have the information. So everybody on the trust, at the time you submit it, will have to have fingerprints and passport photos, or, like selfies, however you want to do it. But it'll have to have photographs and fingerprints done. And then that stuff will go in with the trust as it transfers from the individual into the trust. Even if it's you and you're the only trustee on the trust, you're going, why do they need my fingerprints? Because it's the government.
So you have to resubmit then, everyone basically.
Yeah, so Jackson's saying he would need to create a trust. How do you add people to your trust?
Well, I am not an attorney, and this is not legal advice. But technically, a trust is a living document, so you can amend it at any time. So if you're starting a new trust, you could start with just you on it, move your items to it, and then at a later date, you could amend the trust and then totally notify the ATF that you have made the amending to that trust and send in the appropriate information.
What information would that be?
It would be, what is it, the 2408, which is a form for a responsible person. Is that the right number?
Does that include their fingerprints and stuff after you've had the trust made, or?
I'm sorry. That is a 5320.4 is the form. So it's a 5320.4 is the responsible person's form. Everyone will have to fill that out. That will have the picture attached to it, and then then you would do your stuff as well, and yeah, so that works very well. And I found it, or I watched what says I found a place that will make EFT files from scanned print cards. Yes, I used that as well. That's how I made my EFT file. It was from EFT Creator. It took them about 20 minutes actually to do mine and make a copy for me that I could upload.
How's that work? You go to get your prints done at your sheriff and then scan it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I put it right on top of my scanner, put it in as a PDF file, and uploaded it, and they shot them back out to me as an EFT.
Does it have to? So I could do it at home if I had ink in the form?
Make sure they're good, though.
Might have to do that.
I went and got mine done. I haven't done the scanning part, but I have my fingerprints done. So,
yes, I recently just did that because it was, most I was like, hey, I need to do this because I was moving some stuff around and doing some NFA things, and went, all right, hey, this works, and then poof, got it all through. So now I am waiting to see how long it actually takes.
Yeah, because you did. How many did you do the other day? 7, 8, 12?
I think it was 7. So Country Boy Guns asked how long did it take for them to send the EFT back to you after you submitted? 20 minutes. 20 minute. And I don't have the math kind to be able to tell you 6, 7. You know the answer to 6, 7, Bob? 42. Because 6 times 7 is 42, and 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. But yeah, 20 minutes.
Stop it like that.
What?
That's all I can hear is one of us. 20 minute. That's all I hear.
Doesn't matter what you order. You could order like 8 entrees. You could order like spring rolls.
And
it's going to be 20 minutes.
The show.
Gideon obviously respects the reference. Now they're on a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I just gave my daughter. I have all of the Hitchhiker's Guides in a hardcover, like one-piece omnibus. And she's like, what's this? I was like, I think you will enjoy this book. Start at 1 and then keep going.
Enjoy the books. The movie sucked.
Yeah. Did you read the books, Garth?
No, I don't read.
We can tell. So even if you're illiterate, you're still going to be in need of a reliable custom Kydex holster. And Clucker Tactical is your one-stop shop using premium USA source material. Clucker Tactical will build you a holsters in a variety of styles and colors as long as bright and laser options. Whether you're in law enforcement, a competitive shooter, or an everyday gun enthusiast, trust that Clucker Tactical will provide every firearm owner has access to top-tier and personalized holsters, as well as quality custom products you can't find anywhere else. Use code AR-15 podcast for 10% off at cluckertactical.com.
That was like a 2 out of 10. Collector, you can do better. You can do better.
I know that was a terrible segue.
It was a horrible segue.
But we still segued.
Everyone take that drink back. That don't drink for that one.
I don't know. That was a surprise. They didn't see that one coming. Just boom.
So, Nick, you get to go out and actually look around, and I know you're excited about crazy, all these new things coming out. Is there something unique? Because I know I'm the unique guy. That's why I'm not too excited about SHOT Show this year. Is because one, I'm not going, so I don't get to go down in the lower levels and see like the crazy new invention stuff. Is there anything that's caught your fancy that you've heard whispers about that you're excited to go look at?
Oh, well, I know that there's a couple new things that are coming out. A certain optics company, I'm told, has a 5-25 that I'm hoping might be on the show floor for me to take a look at and blatantly finger up. I've looked at a handful of other things. The shield with the clear on top, I think, is too gimmicky for me to actually care about.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the IR and laser options that are going to be out, I'm kind of interested in just because I'm a night vision guy. Sounds like my prom date, but no, one of the other things that I am actually really excited to look at, I have an appointment to go look at, and that is Laser Shot, who does like the laser training rounds, has an AR bolt that will reset your trigger much like a Mantis, but it will work in a PCC, a 308, or a 5.56 AR.
So basically, they have the battery maintained in the bolt rather than using the mag as a bolt or as your battery pack, which is cool because it would be nice. Sometimes I think I've thought to be able to run my Blackbeard in my PCC, but I can throw that PCC up around anything, and then I'm running the same Timney triggers in all my competition guns, so pretty similar. I'm waiting for the year. Honestly, you know what I want to see at SHOT Show? I want the year when night vision actually breaks through and all the prices come down and the digital, like the cheap digital night vision is on par with the actual green and white. That's the year I'm waiting for, when we burst that bubble into making night vision economical.
Like the digital night vision versus the analog?
Yeah, the analog is superior for quality, but it's expensive. When them two meet, that's the year that's what I want.
Well, I do know of about 3 or 4 more digital night vision products that are coming out this year that, of course, I'm going to go take a look at because I'm like the resident.
Own the night, you own the war.
I'm the resident. I was going to say night vision nerd, but I think I'm just the resident nerd. And
yeah,
is that?
Yeah.
And take a look at those. And I know that I am excited to, when I get back, start doing some more night vision stuff. I have a couple of IR aiming devices I want to look at because I want to maybe get an additional one or two and run those.
That is gate kept by the fact that I don't want to spend so damn much on my night vision.
Yeah. I understand. It turns out I know a guy who might have some for sale.
I know a guy that guy too, but I need to find one of them that accidentally falls off a truck. Anybody want to make a trip to Ukraine?
Yeah, we don't
Venezuela?
want Russia.
Venezuela got any?
So No, I do see that. You're actually seeing a lot of cool stuff come out of the maker space. And Dusky just sent a $5 Rumble rant, and he said for the night vision batteries, and I appreciates that from the very bottom of my heart. The maker space has some really cool stuff happening with night vision, and a lot of that is from drones because they're using cameras out of FPV drones, and they have IR cameras in those. So a lot of it's black and white instead of like the green scale, and that is very much so a thing. Dr. Scary Guy, look at Cold Harbor Supply, I think it is. Can't remember if it's Cold Harbor Supply or but they have always had a kind of a killer deal on PVS 14s in the past anyway. If you really are. So in the chat he was saying he had some extra bonus month and maybe looking to get a turnkey PVS 14, and they have quite a few deals on there a lot of times, but they used to have, I think it was called their their starter kit, yeah, for lack of a better term. But yeah, it is it was $2,000 or well, now it's $2,100, but that came with a skull crusher and everything like that. So I mean, it was everything you needed. So you didn't have to buy a helmet. You didn't have to buy all of that stuff, which is kind of expensive sometimes. Country Boy Gun says
I got my helmet for free.
He prefers white fuzz over green fuzz.
Yeah, well, I hope his oxygen tank or his hose gets cut and he floats away like George Clooney at the end of Gravity.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Spoilers.
But no, I know that running those, I'm too poor for white fuzz. I only have green fuzz, but I do enjoy the nods and doing things at night.
I would love to, but that's money I can spend on ammo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we have that here. I actually have some of that for you here.
I know. We talked about that earlier.
Well, guys, anything else you can think of as we start to talk about our pre-SHOT Show predictions? Oh, there's one more. I have one more prediction for SHOT Show.
Okay.
You're not going to get drunk.
Let's be real here. There's one more prediction that I guarantee will come true. There will be a new, this is the greatest caliber in the world with a giant release that will go nowhere.
98% of the stuff at SHOT Show is going to go nowhere. That's I don't care if I ever make it, because
there's a lot of cool stuff, because that is where you can see a lot of the innovation happening. Mm-hmm. Like Wraithworks will be there again this year. Excited to talk to those guys. And they have Gideon Optics says, I will have the largest window direct mount RMR enclosed emitter pistol optic. That is amazing, especially the second part of that I'm not going to say. But no, those are like they brought forth, and they're still working on it. And it's been kind of neat to watch through their development phase. But like they had, it's not the Carmel, but they had a very similar rifle to that, like the IWI Carmel. But it was all carbon fiber, and they kind of revisited like kind of how an AR went together. They were using AR-15 bones but it was a really, really neat way to look at it. And that's just something where, yeah, you don't see it every day, but it's definitely oh, hey, we're working on something, and you can see them kind of pushing the limits on what is capable. Just those things I think are undeniably important. Hello?
Yeah, no, we're here. I heard
was listening to you talking.
Yeah. I heard a beep and my
Oh.
dog just went off.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on? But no, I know that like that company. Oh my God. I just realized they had a picture of me on their website. That's a terrible picture of me.
On whose website?
Wraithworks on their Facebook page.
Oh, nice.
We don't need to talk about that. But
hey, everybody, go give that a like and a share. Go to Wraithworks Facebook page, find the picture of Dooley, like it, and share it.
But it's from the last time we went to SHOT Show, Garth, at Range Day.
I'm looking it up right now.
Link it so everybody in the chat can get to it.
Hilarious.
I will. Best comment wins a hat.
We haven't talked about that yet. We will, though.
I said that's a different thing. I just made this up. Best comment on that photo gets a hat.
That's fair.
I'll give him one of mine if I have to.
That's fair.
You'll have a week to do it. I know that earlier there was a question about like some live streams or some like footage from SHOT Show. I will have my camera there. I'll probably pop on. I'm going to have my phone as well, so I'm going to try and pull some content. I will be working with at least one company to take some video and look at things. But I watched what says, ooh, I want a hat.
Well, that's perfect. So I'll pull that picture. I'll put it on our social media, and then we'll give you guys a week, and the best comment will win a free AR.
No. I want them commenting on that post.
We want them commenting on
I
there.
don't want it on ours. I want them to wonder what the hell just
happened. All right, let's do that then. That works even better.
I was more saying, Garth, hats.
Yeah, I got you. I'm getting there.
Are we going to do that now, or should we? Let's get a
plan.
No,
we're going to do it now. We're going to do it now.
No, let's get a plan for that before we release it.
I've got a plan for it.
No, you don't.
I sure shit do. I plan these things, Joe. I got it.
No, you just.
I got it, man. I got it. Can I do the things? Can I do the things? Okay, I'm going to do the things. All right. Guys, we have an AR-15 hat. I have a mock-up. I will be releasing on Facebook, Instagram, all our social media later this evening. What I'd like you to do is go check it out. If you'd like a hat, please email the AR-15 podcast 2.0 at gmail.com. Once you do that, here's what happens. We're going to wait for about a month. So one hat gets you one entry. All right? One hat, one entry. So if you want to order 50 hats, by all means, please order 50 hats.
How much are the hats?
I believe they're going to be about $25 when it's all said and done, depending on shipping, because I'm going to have them Venmo my distributor and pay her directly. So when you buy a hat, after the month's time, we'll place the order. Once the order is filled and everything like that, then we'll have our drawing. The drawing, since you guys really want to know about this special drawing, because you're buying a hat for $25, what do you win? Well, we are going to raffle off basically the High Point AR. The High Point donated to us, and we decided, since we're the AR-15 podcast, it'd be cool if we set that back into the wilderness with one of you fine gentlemen or ladies who listen to our show. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to wait for the social media post. You're going to go look at the hat and go, that's a badass hat. I want that hat. You're going to email the AR-15 podcast. Tell us, hey, I want a hat. You're going to give me your information so we can get it sent to you in a month's time when all the, we'll go with a month. Month even? Okay, month even. Month from tonight.
You're gonna do this in a okay. Hold on. Your month is gonna put us right around state darts. Is that going to mess up your availability?
All right, we'll go the first week of March. How's that?
Okay.
First week of March. That Thursday night, we'll tally them. We'll spin it. We'll see who wins a gun. But the only way you get a chance to win the gun is if you buy an AR-15 hat.
And no purchase necessary to win. Void where prohibited. And
no, okay. If you're gonna do no purchase, if you're gonna say no purchase necessary, Garth's got to give him his mailing address so they can send a postcard.
No,
legally we can't do a. It's if you call it a sweepstake or a raffle, they have to be able to put in for it without that.
okay,
But
sorry.
No, but also with that, it's so that's just boilerplate stuff that we have to say. The other part is make sure that you live in a state that you can, or if you live in a state that if you buy a hat and want one and live in a state that you cannot have an AR-15, we will come up with something equally as good.
We will send Garth to your house and he will give you a hug.
We'll send you states that do allow an AR-15, and then you should move.
But no, we will. If you live somewhere where ARs are not allowed, we will come up with something for you.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't do Venmo. They say everything is canceled.
If you don't do Venmo, you can send me a check. I'll give you personally my address then.
What do you? Okay, if you're do you have a digital what's the word I'm looking for? Digital currency transfer app on your phone?
PayPal, Cash App,
Venmo, Cash App. Or just good old like Garth said, a good old paper check.
Good old paper check would be fantastic.
Don't send cash, it'll get lost in the mail, promise.
No, don't send cash in the mail. That's stupid.
Dusky says, if I win, can I still have Garth come give me a hug?
Yes.
I mean,
he will hand deliver. He will hand deliver you. So if you buy 100 of them, I guarantee you he will come give you a hug.
But I'm not telling you I'm coming.
Win or lose, Dusty. Win or lose, if you buy 100 hats, Garth will come and give you a hug.
Yeah, and Dirt Razor says, if I show up at Garth's, do I get a hug? Yes.
It's going to be a struggle hug.
Oh,
you're probably not going to like it very much.
It just bought Girl Scout cookies with PayPal. There you go. So we can definitely get this worked out. Get a hold of Garth, and Garth will be running the this side of the house, and whatever it is after we do the winner, we'll get you guys. We'll get the information for the winners FFL, and we will send that through and get you guys a I would say shiny new high point. But it is not new.
Better than most.
Well, I ran it, so this is a piece of history. It is a genuine high point AR-15, and I personally ran it in an Achilles heel tactical class. I watched people act like it was cancer AIDS.
Yeah, they didn't want to touch it and hold it. It's like, dude, it's an AR-15.
And I still shot better than guys with $5,000 rifles with it.
It's true.
Yes, Country Boy Guns. Yes, it is.
I've shot it as well. It's a super awesome gun. I mean, it's an AR. It functions like an AR should. What more do you need?
Yes. John 71 says, "Are we still doing phrasing? Because I want to give Garth a hug and pet his wiener."
I send John wiener snaps almost daily. It's true.
But all right, guys. Do we have anything else here before we start to close out?
This is dissolving fast.
Oh, it's dissolving so bad. Guys, go check out Patriot Patch, patriotpatch.co for all your patch needs. They have cleaning pads, which we use as mouse pads because that's how dang good they are. They have the Patch of the Month Club. Go join the Patch of the Month Club because Why not? Everyone wants a cool patch every month that you don't have to worry about. It just gets shipped to you. It's worth
if
it.
you're not paying attention, it just shows up and you're like, what did I order?
Exactly. And all of a sudden, bam, new patch. This is cool. It's going on the wall. So go join Patriot Patch, patriotpatch.co.
Yes. Real quick, Mr. Jackson, when you talk about this, just saw the matchbook for Nationals 4X ACOGs. So they banned all Army, and Winston banned the new SIG LPVO that the Army is going to, because the Army is too slow on putting them out. So they did the ACOG and RMR combo is available, but honestly, for shooting at Nationals, I don't know a time when that RMR is going to be really handy.
I know a few people are going to be pissed. They spent only $900 on the Tango.
Oh, I believe me, I'm well aware of those people.
Because you had a choice. You had a vote in this.
No, I had a long discussion about that this week. But
not your decision to make. Play by the rules that they give you. You guys will be fine. You always have been.
But
man, I just found the picture, Nick. That's a great picture.
What's that?
I found the Wraithworks picture.
Drop in the chat.
But no, so guys, as we go through here, Joe, you got anything to add tonight?
Same thing as usual. Go give us a like on our social medias, AR-15 podcast on Facebook, AR-15 2.0 or AR-15 podcast 2.0 on Instagram. The website AR-15podcast.com. We'll try to get some of the rules up for the hat gun giveaway there.
Yep.
Go find that picture, do like and comment on it just so their stuff blows up. That'll be fun. Anybody else that you like, give them a like, give them a share, send them our way. We're always looking for guests. So if you see a company or something online, either comment us.
We're coming to the end here, but I have one thing in the works that I am excited about, because we have a guest that's going to come on, or is talking about coming on, that just released his second book, and it's called The Advanced Long Range Shooting Handbook. And
I thought maybe it was going to be your source at Daniel Defense.
No, but no, they're going to come on and talk about their new book and more about long range shooting. So that is something you guys would like to hear about, and hear me nerd out about long range shooting.
Yeah, if there's anybody you know that you think would be a great guest, comment or DM us on one of our social medias. Send us an email, AR-15 podcast 2.0 at gmail.com. Any of that. We're always looking. I know some of you guys just love to listen to us ramble about nothing, but I know we have a lot of people that love when we have guests on, because we do such a great job interviewing them. So help us help the community. If there's somebody you think could be good, up and coming, or has new stuff, let us know. We're always interested, because honestly, it gets a little bit of a struggle bus once in a while for us to just fill an hour of talking about nothing, though we seem to be good at it.
Indeed. Oh, so is there a date when you think that will happen, so I can get it on the calendar? I can let you know when that's going to be. We'll maybe do a little bit of more social media push about it, or like, I know how to get a hold of you. So that's to Steven down there. But no, guys, again, just like Joe was saying, go check everybody out, check the things out. And as we go through, everyone, you know what I'm about to say. What a time to be alive, folks. It is the world is crazy out there. I know that we live in our enjoyable little ecosystem here. And guys, the world's a dangerous place, and we live in interesting times. I'm telling you now from the bottom of my heart to go out and get training. Get medical training. remember that you are your own first responder. No one is coming to save you. And you folks out there, you stay safe and stay armed.